we don't seem to realize that storytellers and artists are the foundation of who we are. And if you go to any country that is massively successful in the world, that country is founded on its culture. The challenging issues and troubles and problems of our time are reflected in the films that we support. And these films go out and they change the world. Docubox is an organization that was created by filmmakers for filmmakers. The problem that Docubox was working to solve was that we had a film community, but it was a film community that wasn't really connecting. That people were looking for funding all the time, and people were also trying to figure out how to better themselves and how to educate themselves. And there just seemed to be such few opportunities for funding and kind of workshops and labs that professional filmmakers could take.
The programs that we started off with initially, mainly being able to give funds to feature-length documentary filmmakers. We now have the box, which deals a lot more with experimental short films, fiction films, and the like. At the end of these different programs, we find that filmmakers become better. They become more confident in what they're dealing with because we strengthen the different departments. At the same time, when we give grant, we always follow up with a masterclass or a boot camp to make sure that we're not giving you funds without giving you the ability and being able to empower you to make a film that will be of the quality that we desire.
My name is Maya Leko, and I'm a Kenyan filmmaker and musician. I have just finished 6-year journey directing and producing The Letter. I didn't know anything about the documentary world. I didn't know anything about the film world. And Docubox has changed my life. It was the one place where filmmakers were able to come together and speak freely, share their ideas, get feedback, be inspired. It's really created like the first wave of serious quality documentary films that are coming out of Kenya, maybe East Africa.
My name is Lydia Matata. I am a filmmaker from right here in Kaji, and my film is a tragic.
The teaser trailer that I pitched to them was horrible. And like they still took a chance on me who had no background and said, you know what, let's teach you. It's just being part of a family, like people who really care about you as a person. And I think even in general, it's a group of people who really care about what the future of filmmaking will look like. And I think that's where like both the funding and the mentorship aspects come from.
I think my commitment to this industry comes from a very deep place of just feeling that I couldn't find that support when I needed it. To me, the very act of creating and building Docubox is an answer to that, because I feel that we need to create the place that I needed 15 years ago.
I think for me, I found my calling because Docubox, they've allowed me to be able to tell good stories, and those stories then be used as a tool to make a change.
My filmmaking journey starts with Docubox. It feels really good that there's a space where me as a filmmaker can go to and can have an opportunity to make an actual story. It's the perfect space for me.
One of the first things that we continue to do is seek funding and seeking grants for filmmakers. Someone who is driven not by a brief or by the money that comes with a brief, but is driven by the question in their heart. And their only way to unpack all of that is to explore it through a film. It's really difficult to work in isolation. It's really difficult to change policy in isolation. We are so committed to the idea of growing a community of filmmakers where just stronger together. We're working to create a world where my son, who is 7 years old, will not have to ask me who he is and what his history is. He's gonna be able to see films that inform or reflect his view of the world. We will look into a screen and see ourselves. Success to me is when it becomes really normal for a Kenyan filmmaker to win not just a lot of local awards, but a lot of international awards. Just not being amazed that we're nominated for an Oscar, but just be like, oh, another one. The world will see us, but we're not doing it for the world, but the world will see us.